yourself?
I'm Clayton Adams. I play for Austin Bold in the USL Championship.
And what position do you play, Clayton?
Play right wing.
Right wing.
My name is London Woodbury. I also play for Austin Bold. I play primarily center back and right back.
So you guys have been testing out Max Hydration the last month or so, right? So what are your initial thoughts or positive effects that you've gotten out of drinking Max Hydration?
London?
For me, I saw immediate benefits. I'm usually the one who tests how hydrated I am through my urine color. So as soon as I take a Max Hydration, typically I can see an immediate dilution color in my hydration, which for me is a positive, and I can tell that I'm ready for training or for the game.
For me, my way to tell was basically how my muscles feel after the training and when I start my second training throughout the day. And Max Hydration really helped me to, kind of crunch down on the time in between so I can get everything done as quickly as possible.
So Clay, you've been drinking Max Hydration for about a month and a half now. What have you noticed any longer term benefits since you've been drinking Max Hydration?
Yes, Max Hydration has helped me because I feel like I can go longer throughout training sessions. I don't have to take as many hydration breaks. I can, have my big one at the beginning and maybe one towards the end, and then I'm good. I don't have to stop every so often and say, hey, I need some water.
For me, I think throughout the game week, building up, it's easier to maintain my hydration. Usually, typically early on in the week, we have harder sessions, so it's not easy to maintain your hydration. But with Max Hydration, I feel like throughout the week, it's easier for me to maintain my peak hydration leading up into the game.
So thanks for that summary. So is there one notable benefit that you can really key on as far as since you've been starting and using Max Hydration?
Yes, my muscles. I usually have a problem with my calves trying to cramp up towards the end of sessions, but using Max Hydration, I don't have that issue.
For me, using Max Hydration helps me maintain my hydration throughout the day. So after a hard session, if I use Max Hydration before, I'm still pretty hydrated at the end of training, and I'm not going to have to be crushing as many fluids as I normally would if I wasn't to use Max Hydration.
Okay, great. So Clay, have you noticed any negative side effects? Some sports drinks can cause some stomach irritations or something like that, especially when you're using it during performance or anything. Have you noticed any negative side effects with Max Hydration?
I haven't actually. My biggest issue with the sports drinks is when there's too much sugar, it tends to give me a headache. So I try to avoid those before training sessions, but with Max Hydration, I don't have that issue.
Yeah, I haven't had any negative comments about Max Hydration. Everything's been pretty positive for me. It's just easier than most, and the taste in the morning is not anything too sugary or too sour or sweet, and it's easy for me to get my day started with the Max Hydration.
Okay, so we're in Austin, Texas. It's really hot here all the time. Have you noticed Max Hydration has helped battle this heat and this humidity that we've been having?
Yeah, it has, because with it being hot, I sweat really, really easily. So I tend to lose fluids very, very quickly. So Max Hydration has helped me keep up with my fluids.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same. Max Hydration makes it easier for me to stay hydrated throughout the day, and compared to just drinking water or just an electrolyte drink, I feel like with the beta-alanine, you kind of get a full impact of not only hydrating but also benefits towards your muscles.
So do you feel that Max Hydration has played a role in how effective your training sessions are between your training and your workouts?
Yeah, I think for me overall as a whole, I think the goal for me as an athlete in Texas in this type of heat is to stay hydrated, and using the product Max Hydration makes it a lot easier from the beginning of my day to the middle of the day to just maintain my hydration levels.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with what London said. I mean, using it throughout the day, it really helps because you can get that second workout is more intense where, if you're dehydrated throughout the day, you can't really go that extra step like you need to be an athlete. So Max Hydration really helps keep those hydration levels up.
So I'd like you guys to think about the time between your workouts now. Have you noticed using Max Hydration has sort of helped sort of recovery or something like that between workouts?
For me, I noticed after practice, when I use it in the morning after training, when I'm relaxing at home, I noticed that I'm not as, eager to get a glass of water because I'm thirsty or feeling dehydrated. I feel like it's easier for me to maintain my levels throughout the day and, have clear urine and, be hydrated throughout the day.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same. I mean, typically when we finish training, we get done with everything and we settle around 2 o'clock. And then I'll probably have to wait until 8 o'clock until, I feel that I'm hydrated and I'm good to go. But with Max Hydration, I can cut it down to 4, and as soon as I feel like I'm ready to go, I can rest.
So, how do you envision using Max Hydration, and do you use it on a daily basis, even on your non-workout days?
Definitely. For me, even recently, I figured the day after games is usually when I'm most dehydrated, because I've had a fattier meal that night after the game, trying to replenish my body. But for me, the next day after the game, I'll have a Max Hydration. It'll make it a lot easier for me to recover and maintain the hydration what I would like to be at. Damn truck.
Oh yeah. All right.
So yeah, I think it's just as important to use it on the days off. I try to use it every day. I may not use the beta-alanine as much, but I do use Max Hydration on a daily basis because even when we're not playing, you try to maintain your hydration levels. But, if you're not playing, you don't think about it really. So Max Hydration helps me do that.
How often, Clay, are you using Max Hydration?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day. I use Max Hydration every day.
I use Max Hydration every morning.
Yeah. All right, so I want you to kind of think about, your entire week and how you envision using Max Hydration during that week on both workout days and non-workout days.
For me, leading up to the games, I like to use it in the mornings so I'm prepared for training. And then the night before the game, I like to use a Max Hydration as well to make sure I'm definitely got the edge and ahead of the game in my hydration in preparation for the game.
Like London, I try to use Max Hydration in the morning and at night. I just feel that I get the best results that way. Usually one in the morning holds me over, and then at night, try to make sure I maintain everything for the morning ready to go.
So thinking actually during your games in particular, do you notice that you've become a more effective player because you're using Max Hydration?
Yeah, I think it goes back to not having to take as many water breaks. With the heat, we do get water breaks at halfway between each half. But with Max Hydration, I don't feel the need. I feel that I'm lasting longer and feel that I can play effectively for the entire game.
Since the first time I took Max Hydration for a game, I've been recommending it to my teammates because I couldn't believe how clear my urine was in preparation for the game. Usually coming back inside from warm-ups right before kickoff, you have a little bit of yellow, but I was completely clear, which is quite rare in these conditions usually. So, it's a product that I'm looking forward to using for every game.
Question here. So, thinking of kind of the name Max Hydration, do you think that's an effective name for the product that it delivers?
Definitely. Each time I use it and I take a bathroom break, I'm like, wow, I'm maximum hydration right here, as far as it goes. So.
Yeah, kind of playing off of what London said. I mean, it's the perfect name. I mean, it's short, it's easy, it's nothing complicated. You don't have to look at it and think, oh, well, what are they going for here? It's Max Hydration, and that's what you're going to get.
Wash me in the water, cleanse me in the mercy of your love. I need a heavenly touch, 'cause I'll be backsliding. I need a little guiding for my soul. Only heaven knows.
I'm Clayton Adams, and I stay hydrated with Max Hydration.
My name is London Woodbury, and I stay hydrated with Max Hydration.